information. I give her all the stuff to keep.
We're live.
Is she the one that does the, did all the
You need
research?
to interview her first.
Okay.
Okay, you need to introduce yourself.
Hi,
And she's got a,
Yeah, please, better introduce yourself.
I'm Kelly Casper, and I'm going to do an interview with my, what was he to me? With my
Great uncle.
great uncle.
your great uncle. Great.
And you are my dad's grandpa's brother. Noah Lee Knight's brother, right?
His dad
Mhm.
is Lee's brother.
Okay, his dad is Lee's brother. They were brothers. Okay. And so that's the son. Okay. All right, so
You need to introduce yourself, Dad. Tell them who you are.
Huh?
Tell them
talk
who you
to
are.
the video.
Boy,
Tell who you are.
I do hear good. I can talk good.
Yeah. What's your name?
John
What's your last name?
Knight,
John Knight. Okay, what year were you born?
July the 29th, 1923.
Okay, in Evansville?
Right.
Okay, and what's your father's name?
With father what?
What is your father's name?
Mark Lindsay Knight.
Okay, and do you,
Marcus Lindsay Knight.
Marcus Lindsay Knight. Do you know what year he was born? And his birthday?
It's all in that.
Okay. And what's your mother's name?
Lydia Bell. Maiden name was McCamish.
Okay. And when did your family come to Evansville? And where did they come from?
That I couldn't tell you.
Okay. And can you tell me anything about Noah Lee Knight?
Lee Knight. He was always in the grocery business. And him and his brothers were all musicians. They play any kind of instrument.
I think I have a picture of them playing the guitar together. There's I think one picture I have, I thought it was Edgar and Edwin and Ralph, but I'll let you see it, and it's the same picture you have.
It was Mark,
It was Mark
Lee,
Lee.
and then Edward, I think.
and Edwin.
That's your question.
All right.
The entrance
No.
is
John, he was a John Knight, my uncle,
Mhm.
and
the entrance. Oh, you can come in right here. Okay. We didn't
then
know
there's a
that.
bunch of kinfolks over in Owensboro.
In Owensboro?
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
And,
you got kinfolks all over this part of the country.
and I didn't know half of them. This is Elva. That's my grandmother.
Yeah, now I remember.
And this is Charlie Graham. She had married him on one of her marriages. She was married to Howard Muchka and Charlie Graham. And it seems like there's one more. I've got it written down. There's my dad, Clay, and my mom, Virginia.
But her I remember now.
And that's how we're connected. Remember any stories about her? Grams?
Not really. They went pretty well their own way.
And who's that? Is that Howard? Or is that
That looks like Howard, yeah.
that's Howard?
Did Did he? Oh, did he show you the picture of? Was taken in 1926 out front of Uncle Bo's house.
Not yet, because I just got here and we came straight over here.
Where you live?
On the east side of Evansville, off of Covert Avenue.
Where?
Off of Covert Avenue on the east side of Evansville.
I don't know that.
You know where Covert Avenue is? You know Covert Avenue?
Covert? Yeah.
Okay, that's where I live, right? It's on Fairlawn. Not too far. Took about 10 minutes to get here.
Yeah, it looks like a heart.
Okay, then I have this picture here. And I think that's Pop and Amelia.
It looks like Lee.
Yeah, it says Pop. Oh, it says Rosa and Pop. Name Rosa?
Looks more like my dad.
No, that's Lee.
That's Lee. Who's the girl?
I don't know her,
Okay.
but that's Lee.
Okay.
They look a lot alike.
And then I think this is Lee and his son, but I don't know which son.
I have to almost go back and
Look at your pictures.
it looks like Uncle Lee though.
It says Pop and son, but I don't know which son.
But all them boys was musicians. They play any kind of musical instrument, and they could be playing and take an instrument, hand it to the next one, and they keep on playing.
Really?
They played for dances, riverboat, and all silent movies.
Mm-hmm. And this is a group of people, I don't know who it is. It was in Dad's pictures. It says Amelia and Graham's is on there, so Amelia is on there somewhere.
Oh, that's Uncle Lee.
That's Uncle Lee? Okay.
That's Amelia.
Okay.
That's Uncle Lee, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And there's Graham's, and then two other ladies, but I don't know who they are.
You want to scan all these pictures for me?
I will. I've got most of them on my phone. I didn't know if you had a thing where you can get pictures. I could just send it to you.
Yeah,
So,
send me.
I don't know them either.
okay. But that's Graham's, and then two other ladies. This is Lee, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The one in the middle, she looks familiar.
Let me see.
Who's the one in the
That's Graham's.
middle? Okay,
That's,
she looks familiar.
yeah, that's this.
I would remember her.
Elba Graham. And
And this was,
let me see. Oh, that's Lee. This here, I don't know who it is.
Them I can't place either.
Now this is Elmer as a baby. And I was told that this is Ralph, and this is Edgar and Edwin. That's my dad's dad. This little boy.
See, when we got older, we didn't get together as much. Everybody was busy.
And this is Elmer. This is a young kid.
Sure is.
This is Charlie. That's who was married to Graham's, my Elva. Dad had a couple pictures of this lady, but I don't know who she is.
Just got those little.
But I don't know who she is. 1956. The address says 929, but I don't know what street it is.
Well, Uncle Lee lived on the west side of First Avenue
Okay.
on
That would be about in that area.
So that could be his house, but I don't know who the lady is. And there's another one of Pop. That was in 1955.
Yeah.
a little windy out here, but it'd be quieter than
Yeah, it's a lot quieter in here. That's Lee and Amelia.
no, it don't look like her.
You didn't? Dad said it was Lee.
Yeah, it's him, all right.
Was he married more than once, or has he only been married one time?
One time, as far as I know. Their sister lived in Owensboro. Her name was Pearl.
Pearl? Okay. I've got another picture somewhere that says Pearl on the back.
Then down in Burke City, Kentucky, there's another branch of the Pop and Uncle Lee's sister. And she married into the Sapp family.
Sap? Like S-A-P?
S-A-P-P, I think it is.
I have a picture here that has Pearl's name on it. Okay, this was written on the back. It says Esther, Mark, Pearl, John, and Lydia Bell.
That's Mom.
So,
My mother.
Esther,
Yeah.
That's John's
Mark.
wife.
This is John's
Esther is John's wife.
Okay.
That's Uncle John. That would be their other brother.
Okay.
That's it. That's Mom.
Mark.
Uncle Lee, I guess.
It says Mark. On the back it says Mark. And then Pearl.
Yeah.
And then this is John back here. And then Lydia Bell.
Yeah. Uncle John lived in Indianapolis.
Okay.
I have records of him when he joined the Army.
Oh, wow. And here is some more pictures I scanned in. Okay. This is my dad. This is Aunt Rose and Uncle Howard. So that's my Uncle Howard. So would that be somebody, who is Howard?
Howard, I don't know Howard.
That was somebody's son. It's my Uncle Howard. Be my great uncle. I think that might have been Elva's either sister and brother's wife, like wife and husband, but I'm not sure. This here is Pop, and it says Sis, that's Graham's, or Elva. This is my mom, and that's Elmer. I don't know if you can see it. See Elmer?
Yeah.
That's my mother. Her name is Virginia. And then that's Pop. And,
Uncle Lee.
and that's Graham's. Yeah. And then the next one I got.
Yeah, they were comedians, all of them.
Yeah, and there's all gamblers.
All gamblers?
Every one of them was a gambler, big time.
Okay, this says Uncle Howard. So do you know him?
No.
Okay, he must be the one that's married to somebody else. I know he's in the Knight family, you know, from that. Okay, this is Uncle Howard and Aunt Rose. That's the same guy, so. And then this is Charlie Graham and Elva on their wedding day. This is Charlie and Elva, my dad and my mom. This is the thing that you get at the funeral from Elmer, and it shows when he died, and it was like the book you get from the funeral home. I've got that book. He was 75 years and 5 months and 9 days. And then this is Elva, Noah Lee Knight, Amelia Rose Dickman was the mother. So I wonder if they, Rose, when the picture says Rose, I wonder if that's Amelia and they were calling her Rose.
I don't know. We can't find that
It's
out.
called Amelia Rose Dickman is what her mother named.
Called her Aunt Meal.
Aunt Meal?
Meal's what we called her.
M-E-A-L?
I think so.
And this is Elva's obituary. And this is that same picture there I took a picture of. That's the same picture, just close up. They were in a flood, evidently,
Yeah.
there.
1937.
Yeah, we had a flood here in 1937.
What can you tell me about that?
I was 14 years old, and where we lived on Franklin Street was above water.
Wow. How long did it take the water to go down?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I know I had to get on my bicycle and ride through water to get water to drink.
Oh, wow.
They'd pull up a big tanker truck, Delaware School ground, and you went over and got your water.
Did it ruin the house? Water come in the house?
No, not where we live,
That's good.
but you go to the library, Willard Library, and they've got pictures of all this flood. I rode through a whole lot of it on my bicycle.
I think that's that same picture I showed you there. And you said, who did you think that was? Pop there?
That must be hard.
Howard? So Howard is who?
Lee's son.
Lee's son. Okay, so that might be the Howard and the Rose
Right.
that's in these pictures.
So that would
And
be
that's
his,
Amelia.
his first cousin.
Okay.
Howard would be his first
And
cousin.
Meal.
Do
Right.
you, yeah,
His first cousin's Howard.
Howard would be your first cousin? Yep. Do you remember any of those children?
No, I don't.
Okay. And there's same
Her
picture.
Uncle Lee.
Let me see what that one is. She looks different than other. That's Amelia. She looks different than that other picture.
Yeah, we had a aunt that lived in Burke City, and one lived in Owensboro. And Then there's other relatives on Pop's side, my dad's side. Named Halsey.
H-U-L-S-E-Y?
H-U-L-C-Y, I think it is. It's all in that book,
Okay.
the big book, son.
It's in here too.
In there too? This, I think, is Howard. Somebody, my dad said that's Howard.
I wouldn't know at that age.
See? See this picture? Did it go away?
No, I wouldn't.
I think that's all the
It's H-U-L-C-Y.
H-U-L-C-Y. So then,
Back years ago, people changed their last name.
oh really? With how they spelled it and stuff?
How the spelling was.
Huh. Let's see. Okay. These are some original
Yeah, it took
pictures.
the daughter about 2.5 years to go through the.
This picture here, that's Elmer right there. But I don't know if this is like a school thing, so I'm thinking it might be a school thing. And this here, that's Elmer. And I've been told this is the twins. It's that same picture I showed you, a little bitty one. That's Ralph, and this is Edgar and Edwin Waterman. You know any of them?
No.
And this was John Waterman. This would be on my dad's side, I guess. And then I don't know who that is. When
I wouldn't have any idea either.
when my dad was, or not when my dad's dad, my grandfather Elmer was young, they had a lady named Lydia Buente that lived with them, and I don't know who she was, but I know she lived with them. She never married, and I think somebody told me Lydia meant, or Buente meant aunt, or something like that. One of them means aunt. So, but I don't know if she was actually related, or if she just stayed with them.
It's called.
But
There's a lot going on back then. We didn't know about it.
yeah,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is a
okay.
picture of her. Tante Buente, that's what it was. Tante Buente. This is Tante. Here. And I've got wedding stuff and all sorts of records. And this is what I've got for Noah. I've got Noah was born October 13th, 1877 in Owensboro, Kentucky. Is that right?
Noah Lee. That would sound about right.
And I have he died April in 1969 in Evansville. But I don't know the marriage date. And I know he married Amelia Rose Dickman.
And his
He was born in 1877, is what you said?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay.
dad, Uncle Lee's dad,
Uh-huh.
would be Middleton.
Yeah, that was, yeah. 'Cause that's Poppy's dad too.
And the mother, you told me at home, what was her name?
Hmm?
The mother of Noah?
They married
Here's a list of all the children.
Oh, good.
I'll give you a copy of that.
Oh, see, yeah.
Because this is something that you can't replace.
Yes, definitely. And then I have, let's see,
I always thought there was 10 of those children, but there was 8 of them.
8 of them? Okay.
I
I've
thought
got
there-
his social security number. Got that on Social Security Administration. And I have his, this is his death record that I got downtown.
Yeah.
And that's where I got his birth. It says his date of birth here is October 13, 1875, is what they typed up.
But
So-
the birth records was 1877, but we have the birth records here.
Okay.
All this.
Oh, good.
This is really,
Official, everything's.
this is not, this is.
Okay. And then,
This has got all the documents.
oh, wonderful. That's really nice. Amelia Knight, I have down that she died September 25th, 1951. And she was born July 26, 1884.
Now, I don't remember on her.
And it shows that her mother's name was Margaret Ferguson for Amelia. And it shows that her dad's name was Charles Dickman. So that's what they put on the death
Now,
certificate.
Pearl, the daughter, the sister rather, she married a Jack Underwood,
Uh-huh.
and he was a salesman and distributor of Singer sewing machines in western Kentucky.
That's neat.
And one that lived at Burke City, I can't remember her name, that married a Sap.
Sap.
That house is still standing there with them big stone columns around it. Looks like a mansion.
Where's that located at?
Huh?
Where's that located at?
Burke City.
Burke City.
And they hit oil on her property.
Oh, really?
And as the first gas stove I ever seen
Huh.
was in her kitchen.
Wow. That's about all I had on the, oh, let's see what else. What else is certificates of that's our mom's
Yeah,
side.
bunch of them.
Yeah, it's mostly on the angel side there. Well, that's on my mom's side. But I didn't have a whole lot on my dad's side.
You need to go back to 1746 here
Oh, wow.
with Moses Knight
Mm-hmm.
and Richard, and it was 77, 1774, 1308, Middleton Knight, 1830. And see, these were his children.
Okay. So do you know any stories about Noah that you can tell me?
About what?
Noah Lee Knight? Know any stories on him?
There's a picture in there of him with a cowboy hat on, riding a hobby horse. The cowboy hat was stolen. I bought it. And Uncle Lee, he wanted the hat. Well, he had a whole radio there. And I wanted the radio, so we swapped.
Okay.
But we used to go over every Sunday evening and visit.
Do you have any family traditions you used to do?
Well, finally, he worked all week, 6 days a week. He finally told me, he says, you know, I wish you would come around on Sunday, my day of rest. We'd take the kids over.
I remember one time that me and Dad went to see Uncle Lee,
Mhm.
and he had just won a dance contest.
Oh, really?
He was 90.
Wow. That's neat.
And he had an old record player, and he put the record on
Uh-huh.
that he danced to, and he danced that whole dance
At 90?
that he won that contest with.
Uh-huh. That's neat.
And I remember seeing him dancing that whole dance, that he won that contest with.
That's really neat.
And I don't, that's all I can remember about it, but I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were all comedians. My Uncle Bo, Brooke was his name, lived out in the country there in Owensboro, and he had a big farm out there.
Mm-hmm.
Practical joker. We were sitting there at the table getting ready to eat some gooseberry pie.
Yeah?
He said, look up at that fire on the ceiling. I looked up, no pie. He was always pulling a trick. All of them did.
Tell us about the monkeys in the grocery store.
Oh, yeah. He had a grocery store there on Governor and Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And he had monkeys in a cage out front.
Oh, wow. Pet monkeys? That's neat.
They wasn't pets.
They weren't? They're
No.
wild ones?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's neat. I've got a pet raccoon.
No, he
You got now?
he'd pull any kind of trick there was. In fact, my dad was playing for a silent movie one night,
Mm-hmm.
and the story about a tramp.
Yeah.
He's trying to sleep, and they kept trying to wake him up. Pop was playing the violin. Please go away and let me sleep. They stopped the movie and let him play.
Really?
They were all good musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a time my dad would cry because his hands wouldn't hold the instrument anymore.
Mm-hmm. I think that one picture I posted, that same one that you sent me, I have the original.
Yeah, I do too.
So it's a real hard copy one.
Yeah, there's two originals of that, but I have originals too.
Well, then I have one too. So it's the exact same. I looked. It's like that's the same picture I have.
You have the original, so do I.
Yeah.
There must be two originals of it.
That's neat.
They must have two copies made when they. Are you done? Are you done these more?
I used
I think
to
we're pretty good. Unless you think of more questions.
they used to get together and have dances.
Yeah.
Roll back the rugs and called it what, schottish square dances.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Bo's living room.
Because you've got a lot of cousins you don't even know.
No, I don't know
I got,
any of them hardly.
I got photographs of cousins
Oh,
right
that's
here.
great.
That you'd never even know. And I invited one of them to come to big visit, but she had to work today.
She did. Well, we can get
Well, I'll tell
together
you,
another day too.
you get acquainted with my daughter,
Yeah.
and she's got all the information you need.
I love doing the family tree stuff.
She does too. She does. She's the one that compiled all this.
Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of work. It's like a big puzzle though.
That's what she
what
said.
I like.
You're down, she has to be off.
Okay.